Have you ever wondered what it would be like cruising along the hypersphere and getting cast into an unknown dimension housed at the apex of light and matter? Well, Commander Video is back and has done just that in Bit.Trip Runner2. On the surface, Runner2 looks like a fun-loving, casual, endless run style game, but that impression fades as you progress through some of its content. At its heart, this is indeed a rhythm game. Listening to the music and syncing up inputs to the beat will provide an advantage. Grabbing gold, avoiding enemies, and breaking past obstacles will add percussive pops and blips along the way, adding to the immersion. Grabbing a red cross will switch up the instrumentation of the soundtrack to add variety, which really is a neat feature. Successfully perfecting a level this way will grant you a target launch at the end of each level, adding a bonus to your level's score. You can also improve your score by jumping over, and thus skipping, checkpoints, but that option is for people with time, patience, and a little insanity. The music at times can be a bit grating. Each world has their own style of music, and depending how much time you need in each level, you may develop a distaste for the world's ambiance. In this respect, each world runs a little long, and in my opinion, should probably be a few levels shorter. This is a shame because the music is very well done, and you can tell a lot of thought was put into it. Later on, it's not much of an issue because you can slide between worlds at ease as you unlock them. Just be aware that while in the beginning stages, it may feel very time-consuming just to see what content the game has to offer. If you do stick around and make it to other worlds, you'll find yourself having a lot of fun discovering the creative works of Runner2. This game is dripping with style, from the retro pop-ups, menus, and leaderboards to the strange and unique level design. The art is brilliantly retro, and the narration is seasoned with old-fashioned sci-fi enthusiasm.
A wavelength of the optical spectrum opened by the maniacal Timbletot to trap and enslave our gallant protagonist.
The scenes are full of life and character, which initially get lost due to the intense focus needed to complete your journey. When you do get the chance to see backdrops, you'll see exactly how much care they put into the environments alone. But close enough, you may even catch a glimpse of one of our most beloved internet friends. The controls are very tight. Runner2 recommends a gamepad, and rightfully so. I played this game primarily on my gamepad, and I felt right at home with how responsive everything was, which is key for a game this frenetic, especially in the boss battles and later worlds. There's quite a bit of unlockable content here. You can unlock characters by taking alternate routes throughout the worlds, and costumes by grabbing treasure chests on your way to the finish line. Some of these are only accessible by grabbing keys, which are only available upon completing the key vault level in each world. These key vaults appear near the end of each world, adding a well-balanced offering of replayability. There are hidden retro levels scattered throughout, and although they aren't terribly exciting, they break up the gameplay nicely. There are global and friend leaderboards for all that you do, but that's about all you're going to see from multiplayer. This is a single-player experience-focused game, which I believe was the right choice. The game can get pretty brutal at times, and if your reflexes start slowing down on you, you can forget about making progress. The frantic nature of some levels often calls for quick, varied inputs, and you always need to be thinking one step ahead. Nothing's more frustrating than getting through a sea of enemies only to have your run end by stubbing your toe. You have one life for each level, so one mistake will send you to the beginning. They did add one checkpoint per level, which I imagine has saved some from breaking gamepads and keyboards. If you really get stuck and feel the need to move on, you can change the difficulty at any time at the overworld screen. Also, if you try to get everything on every level, there's a chance you'll go insane. However, if you truly are a perfectionist, you will get much more out of this game than you ever paid for. For the amount of content that Runner2 has, it's truly impressive for an independent title. With its tremendous amount of polish, you get a not-so-indie experience. It's a little slow starting out, and having one vibe of music for the entire opening world may leave you with a bland taste in your mouth. But given some time, you'll discover the magic of Commander Video, and experience how addicting Runner2 can be. It's great for all ages, and I would certainly recommend it to anyone looking for a nice pick-up-and-play arcade-style game for their library. Have you played this game or any of the Bit.Trip games? Comment below and tell me what you think. If you like this review, let me know by clicking like, and subscribe if you want to see more of them. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you at the next late review.